Good morning. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Commander's List. If you are new to this channel, please hit subscribe. If you watch it and like it, of course. If you don't, then I completely understand. I think you will if you are a coin geek like I am. And let's go ahead and get started here. So first coin out of the 9, an Isabella in Mint State 65. Beautiful blue and purple toning and with rose in there. Pretty classic toning on an Isabella. 65 CAC. This coin is nice for the grade, not a 66, just not enough pop. Reverse is more lightly toned, definitely has some aspects of a 6 to it. But I think, 65 B plus coin, nice, pretty color, of course, which helps. There was an APR that just went off at $26.50 for a old fat slab holder that had nice toning, but nothing like crazy. I thought that was kind of nuts. I'm offering this coin at $1,700, which is a little bit over CPG. It's really, really nice and a great addition for a quarter for your commem set, which is pretty much the only classic commem quarter. All right, next up is another Lincoln. The last Lincoln I offered was really nicely toned, and it was a 6 and an OGH. This has beautiful toning on it, but only a 4, even though it is a very choice 4. This is a shot 5 coin for sure. Really nice luster and look on this. Reverse is a 5 all day. A little chippiness right there in front of this is a focal area on Lincolns. This is a focal area on Lincolns. This is a great depiction of Lincoln too. I think they really got it right. This is one of my favorite commems. I'm from Illinois as well, so this is a coin that I always like. I actually have one of these put away in my personal collection, which is a rarity these days. This coin is $500. All right. Stone Mountain in 6. Blazer. This coin is a blazer. Definitely a shot 7. Coin's all there. White. This is original white too. This coin's never been dipped. You can just see how much frost is on it. $750. These things jump huge when you get up into 7 plus and 8. The coin's not an 8. I'm not saying that, but nonetheless, it certainly is a premium coin and worthy of a premium price. $750. Lee and Jackson on the front. All right, another commem. They're all commems in case you haven't figured that out yet. So if you like Morgan dollars, you can stop watching. Or if you hate commems, I guess you can stop watching. Mint State 65. Really, really, really nice look. I'm recording in 4K today, so let me know if you like this better than what I've normally been doing. This is a higher resolution, but I'm getting like a little weird glare on this. Anyway, with that being said, this Oregon is a common Oregon. 26s are definitely one of the common ones. This series lasted a long time, which I generally don't like in the commemorative series. It's kind of annoying. But Oregons are probably my favorite design on any commemorative. I guess it's tolerable. You get into some of the dates that are tougher, like 33D. But anyway, 26 is one of the common dates. If you're just looking for a type coin, it is $375. All right, I was really hoping for a gold CAC on this coin. Sesquis are worthy of talking about if you're new to collecting. This concavity that you see, kind of a bowl-shaped look, is pretty typical. What is not typical is really good strike and good contrast on this coin. These coins are struck in pretty low relief. This is one of the reasons why they don't grade very high. There's also a big open field here. They tend to have relatively flat luster, which holds them back, and they tend to usually tone not like this. They usually tend to have like this kind of yellowish, kind of ugly toning. There's lots of field space on the reverse as well. I think this coin's a 5 CAC. I really do. I thought this coin was going to grade higher. It's a cool Sesqui though. It's in 4. It's got a much nicer look. It's a premium coin, and it is $800. And always cool too. Imagine there's going to be some marketers once we get closer to 4th of July that are going to, market 1876, 1926, 1976, and then, this year's type of coins in one big set, I would imagine. That coin is $800. Next up is a beautiful Boone, also a common coin, 1934. But this is really pretty. Got killer toning on it. Really nice look. Choice for the grade. Color matters on commems. If you're a commem expert, you will know that these things can go in many multiples of prices for nice toning. And I'm pricing this strong, but the toning is not like A+ toning. It's just like, I would say this is like an A-, B+ toning. Adds value, but not a crap ton. Anyway, nonetheless, it is $500. All right, gold CAC alert. This one, a Cleveland and an OGH. Very wholesome. I got this coin. I was like, this coin is stupid undergraded. But there's no real spread. And this is one of the more common gold CACs. I'm pricing it at $575. Good looking piece. Great Lakes on the reverse. All right, tougher coin. This is a Lynchburg in 66 CAC. One of my least favorite obverses and one of my favorite reverses. And this coin has beautiful color on it as well. This guy, I think his name was Glass. His last name was Glass. He was Secretary of the Treasury. He was a senator. Did some good things, some bad. Definitely a racist. Definitely a racist type of guy. Was all for segregation. Had a pretty strong hand in, I think, the Federal Reserve getting established, but also, which is not great depending on how you look at it. And then also some good things with Glass-Steagall, which was the legislation that essentially separated commercial private banking, which caused a lot of difficult things. But anyway, commems are great for history. I don't really like old dead dudes on the front of my coins, especially if they were not the best of guys. But I do love beautiful depictions of Lady Liberty, and this depiction of Liberty is one of my favorites, and this toning is awesome. This coin is, what do I have it? Oh, Lynchburg is $700. Looks like there might be some remnants of some tab toning here. I can't really tell. This like little delineation here kind of looks like it. All right, and then finally, an Iowa gold CAC with killer color, mint state 65. This coin is $1,500, which is pretty expensive for an Iowa. The coin is probably a 7, but Iowas in 7 are not very rare. And I remember when I was just starting out in coin collecting, I had bought an Iowa in 7, and it had really, really nice color. And I made some silly statement about how like this is the prettiest Iowa I'd ever seen. And one of the older dealers kind of pulled me aside and said, hey, don't get too excited about these things. Don't pay too much money because they come nice and they tone nice. And that is absolutely true. So even this it's beautiful toning on obverse and reverse. You can see all the colors. But I'm not trying to talk you out of a coin. Be careful when you're buying Iowas. Don't get too excited if you're new to this, no matter how beautiful and rainbow and creamsicle a coin is, because this is kind of how they come. Now, it's not easy to necessarily find a gold CAC with this kind of color and an OGH, so I think it is worth $1,500. But I just always remember that story of how I kind of got dressed down, maybe being a little hyperbolic about an Iowa. Apparently there's still 4 or 5 bags of these that are still untouched in Iowa, just sitting there. Could be an old wives' tale, but still kind of cool to think about. So that's it, folks. 9 amazing commemoratives. I hope you like them. Call me if you want some of these. Text, something with a timestamp. You can write on YouTube, email, text, messenger. The only thing that doesn't work very well is passenger pigeon. So until next week, happy hunting.